Hello Capricorn, this is Carrie from Celestial Forecasts with your love and life reading focused on the second half of February from the 16th through the 28th. General as always, guys, it won't resonate with every single person, so please do take from this reading what makes sense for you and release the rest. If you are interested in your own personal private reading, that information is down below in the description box, and I will include a link to all of the creators that provide decks here for you today. All right, Capricorn, so let's begin. These are the two decks that we'll be pulling focus messages from. The Divine Love Affirmations deck by Angelic Revelation 144, and we'll grab a card from the Whispers of Love deck as well. So let's get started, and of course, cross watchers are absolutely welcome. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Capricorn. So let's grab the first card here to get things started. I'm guided to this one. I cleanse all unwanted thoughts and feelings from my aura, surrendering everything to the divine. I let go of all limiting beliefs that have been holding me back. So if this is something that you relate to, Capricorn, maybe this is something that your person is doing as well. You know, cleansing, purging, releasing, all of those things are actually very beneficial on our journey individually as well as together in your partnerships. So let's add to this and let's see what else needs to come through. So we'll grab a card from the Whispers of Love to add to this. I'm guided to this card. This one says, embrace your emotions. Don't push down your feelings or judge your emotions. You know, whatever it is that you're feeling at this point in time, either regarding a particular connection, depending, of course, on what's going on there, whether you're in separation from somebody or you're together and having some issues right now, you have to honor what it is that you're feeling, you know, and just trust that you'll be able to work through it and just follow your heart. So let's go ahead and add to this and see what else you need to be made aware of at this time. So I wanted to grab some insight from the Untold Truths of the Heart Oracle. This is a deck by Aqua Moonlight. So what is it that you need to cleanse and let go of? Either, of course, this can pertain to your love life or just life overall. This is a love and life reading, so it can apply to more than just your love connections here, Capricorn. So let's grab some additional cards here. We do have boundaries, and this card, it does say no, all right? You need to draw the line somewhere. And depending on how that's making sense for you at this time. And again, going back to this message, embrace whatever it is that you are feeling. And these limiting beliefs that might be holding you back from creating progress in your life. Sometimes we have to put those walls up. Sometimes we need to put those boundaries up for people to know that they can't treat you a particular way. They can't disrespect you and treat you poorly. You know, so it could be you here, Capricorn, that's been able to draw the line somewhere. The next card is consequences. This says karma, destiny, cause, and effect. And there is, of course, consequences for actions that either you have taken or your person has taken, someone of significance in your life who has to pay for those consequences that might have to do with why you've got these boundaries up and why you're giving them a no answer for now. Maybe it's not the right time to come back together if you guys are in separation, or you're just not ready to talk. However way that is making sense for you. In order to restore the peace in the partnership and certainly in your life, there has to be balance there. So this might have to do with your friendships. If you, for example, had a falling out with a friend, but this could also be romantic relationships. You guys had to go your own separate ways, and maybe you guys are better off as friends instead of romantic partners. Part of the reason why that might be could be that they want to roam wild. They're not wanting to commit to you. They don't want to settle down. They don't want to be exclusive, you know, just roaming wild and just kind of doing their own thing. This next card is interesting because it does say rejection, irrational fears, saying no. So we've got 2 cards here with a no answer, Capricorn. So either you're the one that's putting up these boundaries and rejecting somebody right now because you don't want to have them in your life for whatever reason. You don't want to talk. You don't want to interact, perhaps. Especially if they just wanted to roam wild. They didn't want to be exclusive in a partnership. And that's not what you're wanting. According to what I'm picking up here, you're wanting something more solid and a stronger foundation in the partnership. And maybe they couldn't offer that, not in a romantic sense. So in order for things to kind of smooth out between the 2 of you, based off of what I'm getting here for some of you, is you guys would be better off as friends here. That's for some. We do have receptive. Now, this is someone with an open heart. There's this very soft energy with this, and vulnerability as well. So for some of you guys, when perhaps you had to detach from this individual who wasn't looking for anything serious, maybe they just wanted to casually date, and allow them to roam wild. If they need space, give them that space to figure out their stuff, you know? And by you opening yourself up to new possibilities and opportunities in love and romance, maybe that does cause you to feel very vulnerable. But by doing that, you might just find that that actually leads you down a path where you can find happiness and contentment in your heart. So let's go ahead and grab some additional insight here. I've really been enjoying using my new deck. So this one is the Silhouettes deck that I created. It's brand new. It's available in the silver edging like this one, but the more economical version has it without as well. So definitely check it out if you're interested. I'll provide the deck shop link down below. All right, Capricorn, what else do you need to be made aware of right now when it comes to this connection? We do have picture perfect. Maybe somebody could be a photographer, loves to take pictures. This card does say your most attractive asset is the way your heart makes me smile from the inside out. They could also find your smile to be very beautiful and very attractive. Okay, let's see what else here. We do have faith. Okay, this card says, I believe in us. We can get through this. So there are those of you, and interestingly enough, you know, we've got a rosary right here. So faith is very important to you, Capricorn, and perhaps to your person as well. But you do need to cleanse and let go of certain aspects of the connection that you know it's just not working. Let's see what else. So if you can both get to a point where you believe you guys can work this out, maybe that can help you bring those boundaries down to at least get to a point where you guys can sit down and talk and figure out your next step. Interesting how I just said that, because this is the next card, Stepping Stones. Learn from your past mistakes to avoid life's pitfalls and thunderstorms. Until you do, tread lightly. The wrong step might land you in deep water. Okay? So maybe you and your person, especially, again, if you're either in separation or going through some struggles in your partnership, just take those little steps to move forward rather than big giant steps and just creating progress too quickly. You know, maybe you guys just need to sit down and talk and get things started in that way rather than diving full into another relationship again. Maybe it just starts with a conversation, something as simple as that. And then we have love stings, and it's right next to consequences. Somebody's going to have karma coming after them for things that they've done here. And this card does say choose wisely, for not all choices in love and romance are wise ones. And it's true. And I feel, Capricorn, for those of you who understand that and you get it, that's why you're saying no to somebody here. You're rejecting them because they hurt you. So you're at a point perhaps where you're making better choices for yourself. We do have sexual appetite. It's just a matter of time before we cave into this intense hunger. I mean, certainly the sexual chemistry between you and this person, that could have been very strong. But if they're just wanting to roam wild and they're not looking for anything serious, This could have just been a friends with benefits type situation. I have a feeling here that might not be what you're looking for, or this could be completely reversed and that's not what it was that they were looking for. If all you were searching for was perhaps, you know, just a physical connection with somebody, that could go either way. And then we've got busted. It was just a matter of time before someone was caught doing something that they shouldn't have been caught doing. We also have shadows. The only way to make friends with your inner demons is to face it, heal from it, and move on. And it's so, so true. We can't avoid the issues, our personal issues, and certainly maybe when it comes to your person, maybe this is something that they've been doing, kind of avoiding things, and whatever is keeping them in the shadows, if that's something that they personally are dealing with, having to do that shadow work will actually help this person to come towards you as a much better version of themselves. But, you know, that's effort that they're going to have to put in. We are in the winter time right now. Okay, this card, December, January, February, which is current time, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces, which, of course, this is a part of your reading. So something of significance might happen during the winter season, which could be very significant for you, Capricorn, and your person could be a Sagittarian, a fellow Capricorn, an Aquarian, or a Pisces. Let's grab a couple more messages here. We do have lucidity, which I feel is very important in this particular situation. Clarity will come once we open ourselves to the truth of our reality. Sometimes it's painful, sometimes beautiful, but through our own epiphany, the sun can shine again. That's what's going to get you out of the shadows right here. So there's a progression that's happening here, Capricorn, and I love how the winter time is right between shadows and lucidity. So I have a feeling maybe somewhere during the course of the second half of February, you'll have clarity as to what it is that you need to do to be able to create movement in your life, whether with this person or without them. But no matter what, you're going to be okay. Let's grab one more. We have loneliness, okay? So this card says, I've seen these clouds before, but I don't ever recall them looking so sad. It must feel this emptiness in my heart and the storm falling down from my eyes. So no doubt, you know, you've been hurt by someone's actions here. I feel, caught them doing something that they should not have been doing, that could have been infidelities and cheating in a partnership. And so maybe now you've got your boundaries up, you've got your walls up, you're not going to accept them back into your life unless they can come towards you correct. And so what might ultimately bring harmony back into this connection in the meantime is for you guys to just connect as friends. If that's where you guys are currently, it seems that that might be something that you guys can work with until and if this person is wanting more, and if you're able to allow them back into your life to kind of explore where it could go. If you guys have another chance at making this work as a romantic couple, you know, but certainly you could be feeling very lonely because of how things played out. But if you have faith, if they have faith that you guys can work through these issues, then of course there are possibilities that you guys can make this work still. But for now, I feel your answer might be no. Okay? Which is totally understandable as to why it's presenting itself in that way. So let's go ahead and add to this with some tarot from my Modern Day Seers Tarot and Oracle Tarot, with a twist that includes new Oracle messages, new court cards, and of course the original traditional tarot messages. All right, Capricorn, let's take a look and see what else needs to come through here. What else do we need to know? We do have the Baron of Fire, so this is one of the new court cards in this deck. Let me set these guys over here. So the Baron of Fire specifically is a divine masculine energy, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. That could be your person. Okay, so this individual, they're very adventurous. They tend to be the life of the party. They tend to be really good under pressure. They're a very passionate lover, okay? But also this Baron of Fire, whoever resonates with that type of vibe, could have done something to really hurt the feminine here. maybe going after a relationship that they knew was crossing a boundary, crossing a line here. And it could have been the feminine that drew this line to let this masculine know it's like, if you decided to do A, B, or C, I'm not going to accept that. And, you know, it is what it is. And I'm closing the door to this chapter of my life and moving on. That could be where some of you guys are at, rejecting this person for hurting you. And that's why we've got a couple of cards here, boundaries and rejection and no answers, because this Baron of Fire could have certainly been the type to roam around and just wanted to be free-spirited and, you know, just really wanting to maybe get into casual relationships rather than anything too serious. But we do have the Sun's energies right here, Capricorn, which of course is the happiest, most wonderful, positive card in tarot. It's very successful energy, cause for celebration, it's illumination, and, you know, much needed again since we've got the Shadows card right here. So part of that illumination could be what leads you guys back together if what you're looking for here is a reconciliation, for you guys to have better communication. So there's a chance for a union or a reunion or even a potential marriage and long-term commitment someday. But I just feel right now might not be the right time. However, for some of you, we do have the winter time reflected here, which again is present time right now. So who knows, you know, something might happen here between the two of you where you guys are able to have that discussion and decide to try again. We do have Archangel Michael. I am your warrior angel to help you fight your fears when it comes to manifesting your dreams and finding love. Countless romantic connections turn into missed opportunities because we allow our fears to create barriers. Here's our barriers right there. But you know what? It's understandable, Capricorn, if you put those boundaries up because you're afraid to get hurt. You know, that's just natural instinct. That's something that most of us would probably do, just avoiding having somebody hurt us again. Okay? So this goes on to say, I'm here to help you overcome these challenges. I can offer you the guidance you seek, as well as the strength and bravery to act on that guidance. Bravery isn't the absence of fear, but the ability to act in spite of it. If you're struggling with your nerves to pursue your love interest, call on me. So we've got some help here coming forward from Archangel Michael, whoever needs it. And then we've got the Justice card. Some of you guys, maybe your person could be a Libra. So the Justice card is about the truth. Just being able to be honest and truthful with one another. This is a card of clarity, integrity, fairness, karmic justice as well. So remember this consequences card, karma, destiny, cause and effect. So karma might bite them in the ass, you know, for what they've done. And there is a need for balance here, clearly, and the Justice card is going to help bring in that balance. We do have the Red Rose card. In the upright, it does represent a deep love between two people. This does say new love, and for some of you, it could be a new person that comes in. You detach from one relationship because it wasn't working, and perhaps you're ready to welcome in new love at this point. But that could also mean a new opportunity, a new beginning for those of you who want to reconcile with a particular person. This is eternal love, a fiery passion between two people, red hot chemistry here. And then we've got the Ace of Swords. For some of you guys, maybe your person could be an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Okay, this is a breakthrough. This is another card of clarity. So along with the Justice card, somebody is going to be able to get clarity. And remember, from my Silhouettes card, Lucidity, that is exactly what it's offering, clarity. Clarity will come once we open ourselves to the truth of our reality, remember. Okay, so that is a possibility here that you guys can be given a new beginning as long as you're both open and honest with each other. And there's also this need, and as it says, to cleanse and to let go of what really is no longer serving its purpose in your life, Capricorn, their life, and the connection. So take advantage of that Ace of Swords and welcome in that new beginning through clarity. All right, guys, so let's add to this. Let's grab some dialogue messages. I wanted to grab some first from the Thinking Man Oracle Volume 2 deck, okay? So my masculines, what is it that you want to say to your feminine at this time? Angels and spirit guides, please, for Capricorn. What is the message here? There will never be another love for me like the love I have for you. Sometimes I find myself daydreaming about us the way we used to be. I'd rather be dreaming with you right next to me. So my feminines, you know, if you're the one that's putting up these boundaries, it's totally up to you if you allow your masculine back in. But look at this. For some of you guys, this is a masculine speaking, okay? Now remember, masculine energy could be a man or a woman. So whoever is coming through with this message, it's the end of the road for us. No regrets. It's the end of the road for some of you guys. And it's now time to go in a different direction. And that could ultimately lead you towards a new love. Remember, with this red rose, that's a possibility, okay? Ace of Swords as well, a new beginning, cutting this person out that you know wasn't good for you, and just being open to new possibilities. I hate myself for taking you for granted. You are the only one that was always there for me, and now that you're gone, it hurts so much knowing that I can't fix us. That really summarizes a lot here. And last message, I fantasize about you 24/7. For some of you guys, that's all they can do at this point, especially if my feminine has put up walls, boundaries, you know, basically rejecting this masculine here. And so that all they've got left are their fantasies and fantasizing in the 5D, what could happen in the 3D, but it's just not a reality at this point for some of you guys when it comes to this masculine, and they know it. So let's go ahead and grab some messages now on behalf of the Divine Feminine. Let me set these guys aside. So we'll grab some cards from my Woman's Intuition Oracle for the Divine Feminine. Angels and spirit guides, please, for the feminines. All right, feminines, what do you want to say to your masculine? So for some of you guys, it is the end of the road, but not for everyone. Look at this. This one says, we crossed the line. No regrets. Oh my gosh. It's the end of the road. We crossed the line. And both of these cards say no regrets. What are the chances of that? So if this applies to your situation, Capricorn, where there were boundaries crossed, lines were crossed, but you guys were meant to experience whatever time you guys had together, and perhaps there are lessons that you both really needed to learn, valuable lessons that were life-altering, and you both don't have regrets. That's crazy. Oh my God. Let's see what else. And, you know, it's interesting how there are consequences there, perhaps for both of you. This card says, if there is no tomorrow for you and I, let's not waste our time talking. You know, and if you relate to that, maybe you know that the conversation, you guys have said everything that you needed to say to each other. You know, and maybe that's why we've got no answers coming up here for some of you. And then we've got I love you, I want you, I need you. So there are some feminines here who still desire and still have so much love for the masculine, feeling that the masculine is your answer to your prayers. You are the answer to my prayers. Let's grab one more message from the feminine here. When will I see you again? Today, tomorrow, or never? So it's kind of up in the air for some of you guys. There's this desire to be able to see your masculine once again. They're clearly fantasizing about you, but some of the masculines here recognize that it is the end of the road. So for some of you guys, it is a never. And for some of you, I feel there certainly is a chance for a new beginning. Okay? So that's what's presenting itself here. Let's go ahead and add to this with some additional guidance from, I think I'm going to go ahead and pull from my Heart and Soul. My Heart and Soul Love Oracle deck. So I'm getting a couple of scenarios here. Those of you who have chosen to call it quits with a particular person, you know it's just not working for you, and maybe that's what it is that you need to cleanse and let go of. And there are those of you who are more open to giving love another chance, another try. And for some, that new try, that new chance could be a new love. All right, let's see what else. Got cards everywhere. Okay. This one says insignificant. I feel so insignificant, so small. You treated me like an afterthought, like I didn't matter, always putting me last on your priority list. I feel like I'm being sucked into this never-ending abyss of darkness and sadness. You've knocked me down for the last time. No one will ever make me feel this small ever again. Which is why I feel for some of you it is the end of the road, because they made you feel this way. But for others, we have expansion. It was always you and I. There was never anyone else that mattered in our world, just you and I. And one day it all changed. Our love created a life that demonstrated so beautifully how two people can extend that love beyond themselves to leave this world with a legacy all our own. Some of you guys could have already had children together, but there are also those of you with another opportunity to come back together. Maybe this is something that you're wanting, to be able to establish a family with this individual. What else, please, for Capricorn? Angels and spirit guides. What else, please? Let's grab another. We have cozy. This one's been popping up a lot lately. And, you know, it's interesting. Remember, from this deck, we ended up getting loneliness already. And so this card reads, loneliness can feel so cold when we allow ourselves to wallow in that darkness. It's amazing how uplifting and comforting the right person, the right kind of love is. This is how your love makes my heart feel. Warm, loved, cherished, even on the coldest of days. So this, I feel, is for those of you, obviously you've experienced loneliness and very sad energy as a result of having gone through something very difficult in your love life. But there's also somebody who has the capability of getting you to heal from this type of experience, and how they make you feel as warm, loved, and cherished. So if you haven't found this type of connection yet, Capricorn, again, you have the capability of finding it, because with that red rose, there is a new love that's coming in for some of you guys. And Archangel Michael is here to help you through it as well. All right, and bottom of the deck, we've got rhythm. We have so much chaos going on throughout the world, which is so true globally. I have to tune it out when it gets to be too much. Before I know it, I'm in my own little world where it's just me, my thoughts, my music, and songs that uplift me, songs that calm me, because it's about us. You are the rhythm in my heart. So take whatever part of that makes sense. Some of you guys, maybe your person really loves music. Maybe you do. Maybe that's what brought you guys together. This to me looks like somebody who might even be a DJ, if that applies. Okay, you guys are just in sync together. That's what I get from that. I just happened to glance at the bottom of the deck and it says clarity, and that seems to be one of the themes that's been popping up in this reading. So let me read this really quick. Our relationship was not a healthy one. We knew it, but we chose to ignore it. At least I did. I allowed my love for you to cloud my judgment of what a good, loving, lasting relationship should be like. But slowly, ever so slowly, I'm finding clarity in my heart that there is a chance for me to find the love that I'm worthy of. Finally, I see the light. Wow. That's pretty major. Okay, so clarity will come. If you haven't gotten it yet, Capricorn, it will come to you. Intense. All right, so let's grab some additional insight here from the Twin Flame Current Vibes deck. This is by Sister Moon Tarot. And of course, you don't have to identify with a twin flame connection. That's just the name of the deck. But some of the messages in this deck do pertain to twin flames, so take it only if it makes sense, as always. All right, Capricorn. What do we need to know here? What else do we need to know? Someday. Someday we will be happy together and look back and laugh at this mess. And I do feel that for some of you, that there has been something messy, for lack of a better word here, that has prevented you guys from coming together or overcoming some sort of challenge. But it's going to take time, but it does seem for some of you guys, someday, sometime in the future, things can be much better, and you guys can just look back at this time and, you know, it's not going to be so challenging at that point. What else, please, for Capricorn? We have signs. I now pay attention to all the signs. I trust they are guiding me home to you. You see? So for some of you guys, maybe your person, through their epiphany, through seeing clarity on their journey away from you, they are receiving signs that are directing them back towards you. I will never give up. I will always believe in you and our connection. No matter where this goes, no matter how much time it's been. This could be how you're feeling. This could certainly be how they're feeling also. And if you guys are actually on the same page here and you don't want to give up on the partnership, then all the better, because that's what's going to help you guys move forward to work on the challenges and to just come back together. This card says, I am here. I'm always here. All you have to do is reach out to my spirit and I will reach back. So spiritually connected. And then we've got desire. I long for you. They're still longing for you, Capricorn, and perhaps there's a part of you that longs for them as well. Obviously, these messages are for those of you who have detached from someone toxic to you, unhealthy. That's the clarity that you've been given. But the person that you're longing for and desiring is somebody that you know in your heart is someone that you could build a life with, get married to someday, have a family with someday. This is not someone who's toxic for you. This is somebody who would actually be a good love partner, but for whatever reason, you guys are not together at this time. So pay attention to the signs. It's trying to convey a message to you. Okay, so wrapping things up here, guys, with some healing messages from your angels. So let's do that. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Capricorn for the second half of February. Manifestation, I love it. Look at the next card. We've got answered prayer. So some of you guys are going to be manifesting whatever it is that you have been praying for and about. If it's got something to do with your love life, your prayers have been heard, they will be answered, and part of that manifestation could be a reunion with the one that you love. This could also pertain to other areas of your life. Capricorn, this is, after all, a love and life reading. So it could pertain to your career, your finances, your health, your relationship with family, friends, however way that needs to be communicated. So right now you are being divinely guided to go in a particular direction, and you got to trust your gut that you're traveling down a path where you're meant to be. Okay? Your friendships, also very important to you. These are the people that are there for you, always will be there for you, have always been there for you. And then we have this retreat card, which for me, a couple of interpretations. Retreat as far as going on a vacation, going on a retreat where you can just kind of chill and relax. The other interpretation of that for me is to back away from something, someone, retreat away from a situation. And I feel you've already done that, or you're in the process of doing that. And part of that decision will lead you towards a very different direction in your life where you can find happiness. Not just in your love life either. other areas of your life too. All right, so that's where I'm going to leave this one. Capricorn, I do hope whatever part of this made sense for you, that it helps you out. And if you're interested in your own personal private reading, that information is down below. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you next time.